All right, let's give Friday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Overlooked Title Tuesday Finesse. It's white to move. Give the video pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. So I've got a check here. Oh, this also looks like a hanging bishop. But this pawn's about to promote. This check was definitely the first thing that I looked at in the puzzle. I think if the king moves back, I can get away with this. Because I pin the rook. So here, here, here. If the pawn pushes, I just take, obviously. If the rook takes, I just take back and I'm in time to get the pawn. So that all feels good. So alternatively, the king can go here. And I think that's probably the interesting aspect here. I do have a check here. And if the king were to go up here, this would be mate. But the king doesn't have to do that. The pawn could push. So that feels like it quells the entire idea of this. I don't know what I do about the pawn push. Unless I can, like, do this, but that feels so slow. And the king also gets another square after the pawn pushes, so I think the king's probably fine there. So if I just take the bishop, this feels very scary, but no, I would just take the rook. If I take the bishop, it kind of just feels like I can take the bishop, doesn't it? If I take the bishop and the rook takes, and then I'm still in plenty of time. So what's the idea here? What's tricky about this? I feel like I can just win this bishop. Maybe I have to give the check first before I take? Is that better? I feel like maybe that's the case. But I don't see what's wrong with just taking, is the problem. And I think that's probably what I'm supposed to see. I kind of feel like it's going to be this, and there's just a check. There's just this check, so I feel like that's going to save me from something, is the feeling that I have. So if I go here, there's got to be some way for this pawn to, like, sneaky promote. Oh, does the rook just attack my bishop? I bet that probably works. It's like I take the bishop, you attack my bishop. The bishop can run away. Oh, but if the bishop goes here, well, I would have to sacrifice the bishop for the pawn probably. I bet it's this. This feels like a tactical thing, because then that's what I'm thinking now. When the bishop runs away, I give a check and save my bishop. It's got to be this. I just give this check before I take the bishop. I think that's the puzzle. Because let me calculate this one more time. So if I take, I think this move is a problem, because now my bishop's under attack. I can protect it, but then the pawn's promoting. I just don't have a way. I don't have a way to protect the pawn and protect my bishop at the same time. This is like a fork, kind of forking two ideas. But if I go here first, the king either has to step onto the back rank, which would just allow me to pin the rook, and then I'm just fine. There's no way to save the rook. You have to trade it off, and then I'm going to be able to get to the pawn. Or the king goes here, and when it's on that square, I have a check, so that when I run away with my bishop, I can check the king. I'm pretty sure this is what it is. This feels pretty good to me. I think I'm going to go for it. Okay, and now I can just take the bishop, right? I think that's the point. I don't think I give this check first. I think I take the bishop, and the point is that if the rook goes here, then I give the check, which I think is probably what's going to happen in the puzzle. And then I still have time to drop back and get in front of the pawn. I think I'm going for that. A little nervous about it, though. Okay, awesome. Check. Awesome, dude. There it is. Friday Puzz. Kind of a tricky one. It's like they got that. Let's run that back one time. Okay, so immediately in this puzzle, it looks like there's a hanging bishop. I could take it with either piece. The problem is that this pawn is about to promote, and this rook is supporting it. I kind of need this rook to be able to support this pawn. But, like, if I take here, my rook's still on the board, right? If the rook takes, I just take with the bishop. If the pawn tries to promote it, my king's in plenty of time. But if I take and the rook moves here, that's the tricky move, because it's forking my bishop, so that would just be a trade of bishops, and also protecting the pushing pawn here. This is a problem, because the rook can go here and probably just win my bishop right back. I'm going to trade bishops. So the idea in the puzzle is to go here first. And what that does is either forces the king to the back rank, at which point I could pin the rook to the king, and I'm just going to win the rook, or the king, only other move is to go here. And if the king goes here, if the rook were to attack my bishop, like I was talking about a second ago, I can give a check and save my bishop, protected by the pawn, and also actually protect this promotion square. So the first move in the puzzle is to go here. King has to go there, else I'm just taking here and pinning the rook. And now I'm able to take the bishop, because this idea right here doesn't work anymore, because I have a check. And I can escape with my bishop while simultaneously getting a check, winning a tempo, And now I'm going to be able to come back and support this. I mean, like, protect this pawn from promoting. I can slide my rook all the way back. We're good. That's the puzzle. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.